Welcome to today's story. It's called Turtle, Turtle, Watch Out. It's written by April Pulley Sayer and illustrated by Annie Patterson. While you're listening to the story today, have your reading notebook handy and make a list of some of the predators that this little turtle encounters on her journey from the beach after hatching to her life out at sea. At the top of the page, go ahead and write the book's title and maybe make a second column for anything interesting that you learn about the turtle and her cycle of life. At the end of the story, you will be drawing a diagram of a turtle's life cycle in the sea. So be thinking about that as we read the story together. Turtle, Turtle, Watch Out by April Pulley Sayer. Before I begin, I have to say sea turtles have like the cutest faces ever. Late one night on a beach in Florida, a baby turtle's story begins. It could be a short story, or no story at all, if not for helping hands. Turtle is only an egg now, and her mother's flippers cover her with sand. And it's hard to tell in this picture, but she's using her flippers to put sand over top of her eggs in the little pit that you see in the bottom right corner of the page. Hungry raccoons watch, and when Mother Turtle crawls back to sea, furry feet scurry, noses sniff, paws dig. Thank goodness for this girl, right? Turtle, Turtle, watch out. Young hands holding a flashlight scare the bandits away. So these raccoons were looking for a late night snack, apparently, and finding a nest with many turtle eggs would be quite the prize. They place wire mesh around the turtle nest to protect the buried eggs. That seems like a smart idea. Morning comes, and so does a jeep. It speeds toward the eggs. Turtle, Turtle, watch out. The jeep stops. Hands have put up a painted sign. No driving on the beach, the sign says. The jeep leaves. The turtle nest is safe and undisturbed. Turtle sees none of this inside her egg. 2 months later, Turtle begins to tear her leathery eggshell. She rips it open with a special tooth. She rocks and wiggles to escape. Then she rests, still half in her shell. Her yolk sac, attached to the bottom of her shell, shrinks as her body absorbs its energy. So that's kind of interesting to think about when hatching happens, that for turtles, they don't immediately leave their eggshell. They are out of the shell, but still absorbing food, getting stronger, being out in the open atmosphere rather than inside their egg. A day later, nudging and pushing, she and the other hatchlings dig toward the surface. They scramble, then rest, scramble, then rest. Their upward journey takes 3 whole days. So it's amazing to think it takes 3 days for the turtle to be ready to make it on top of the sand. And here they come. Again, I told you, right? Cutest faces. Finally, on a moonlit August night, Turtle peeks out of the sand. Other hatchlings below are pushing her upward. All around her, the hatchlings dig out. Pushing against the sand, Turtle crawls across the beach. Go to the light. That's all Turtle knows. At night, the brightest light should be the horizon over the sea. But tonight it is not. Turtle crawls toward the wrong light, shining from across the street. Turtle, Turtle, watch out. Small hands switch off the light. Turtle turns and crawls the other way. She scurries toward the ocean waves. Step by step, she journeys down the beach. Animals gather, night herons, cats, and raccoons. They are hungry and are here to eat the hatchlings. So even though they've made it from the nest to the sand, the little turtles certainly have a journey ahead of them. Turtle, Turtle, watch out. Quickly, Turtle scoots to the water. Whoosh! Water picks her up and carries her seaward and then pushes her back toward the beach. Whoosh! Waves tumble her tiny body, but then carry her to sea again. She pushes her flippers. She can swim. She swims past hungry fish. Currents catch her and carry her far from shore. For months, she drifts in patches of seaweed. She dines on tiny plants and animals. She grows. Currents carry her thousands of miles, circling an ocean wide, until one day she leaves the floating sargassum, a mass of algae. She begins to swim past islands, past sailfish, past humpback whales. She reaches a coral reef where she spies a tasty jellyfish. Turtle, turtle, watch out! Splash. Quick hands dip down, grabbing the plastic bag. It looks like a jellyfish, but it is not, and it could choke a turtle or clog its belly. So you never thought about that with litter possibly being swallowed by a sea creature. Turtle swims onward. She looks for other food. As she grows, her jaws crack open conches, crabs, and clams. For 20 years, this is her turtle life. Until one day, she feels restless. So it's kind of interesting how April Policea goes from hatching in the very early days and weeks and months, but suddenly she's taken you through 20 years of this day in and day out of sea life for the sea turtle, never really letting you know how much time has passed until page 18. It's time for her to travel far and fast. She flaps her flippers like underwater wings. She swims and swims past ships, sailing and sunken. 3 sharks see her. Turtle, turtle, watch out! The sharks pursue her. No hands can help her now. She swims faster and faster and finally escapes, but she does not see a shrimper's nets rushing towards her. Turtle, turtle, watch out! In an instant, she is swept into a net. It drags her down, down. She needs to surface to breathe. The boat pulls, tumbling her to the back of the net. She is almost out of air when she slips through an escape hatch. She is free. Months before, weathered hands had sewn that hatch onto the net just so sea turtles could escape. So if you think about the very kind and thoughtful steward of the ocean, that fisherman who relies on catching shrimp and fish for his living or her living, but they realize they don't want to capture and kill the sea turtles. So they build in these small escape hatches that the turtles can figure their way out, I guess. A little innovation with a great big impact. Oh, the cuteness. Shaken but safe, Turtle swims on. She meets a male turtle and they mate, and later, under a summer moon, Turtle swims towards the breaking waves. Thud. Her heavy body hits the hard shore. It is the same beach where she hatched. But now, things are different. Now she is a mother turtle, about to lay her eggs. One day those eggs will hatch, and the tiny turtles will begin their journeys, scrambling across the sand. And some will make it, and with a little luck and fast-moving flippers and the help of many hands. In this book, April Policea also leaves information for ways people are helping sea turtles in the ocean neighborhoods in Florida, Puerto Rico, places towards the south where you'll find sea turtles living, and around the globe. But even if you don't live near the ocean, there are ways. So if you're interested in finding out more information about sea turtles, there are different ways that you can be helpful. Finally, at the back of this book, she lists different sea turtle species: the loggerhead, green turtle, leatherback turtle, hawksbill turtle, Kemp's Ridley, olive Ridley, and the flatback turtle. Thank you for sharing this book with me today. I hope you learned something new about turtles. Following the book, there are several questions I would like for you to answer. And then at the very end, in your reading notebook, if you would design a life cycle of a sea turtle and add a few elements with predators to show when and how those predators impact a turtle's life, possibly, that will be a great way for you to show your thinking. You can also add other challenges besides predators. If you want to think about some of the other things that happen to the turtle, absolutely use the notes in your notebook that you took. Feel free to rewatch the video if that helps you also to create your life cycle diagram. Happy creating. Thank you so much again for sharing this book with me, and I will see you soon.